There's got to be a connection with the company you're dealing with, and I just happen to have a connection with the folks at Everest. I thought they were very easy to work with, very knowledgeable, and and very cooperative. So it worked out. With very little effort, you can move that machine and put it anywhere you want to and have it operating the same day. People just need to be comfortable with it, and they need to understand more about the product that's coming out of that machine, the quality of the product. That's what's driving a lot of people. It gives you the opportunity to earn whatever income you can earn based on the capacity of the machine. My name is Tom Kenyon, and I've got a company called Coastal Water and Ice. This is our third season in operation.
How has Everest helped you start and expand your business since originally purchasing a machine?
The original intent was to purchase 5 machines. That was our business plan at the time. And we had gotten the machines delivered one at a time, had them installed, and they were operating quite well. And I went back to Everest and we talked a little bit further about expanding our business. And they were very, very cooperative and very helpful in helping us do that.
How has Everest helped you out to be successful?
Extremely responsive. We have problems. If we had problems with the machines, the operations of the machines, they are right there. They had several suggestions for us as I was placing machines at different locations. Very easy to work with and very knowledgeable.
Is there anything or anyone that has helped?
Yeah, actually all the departments. When we first started, I had the first couple machines delivered. I was dealing with the engineering department and with the operations department on a regular basis, just because I really didn't know anything really about the ice industry, the ice business, or the mechanics of the machines other than videos. I took a trip out to Everest. I spent some time with the fellows out there. But I'll tell you, they were very helpful on the operations side, and also we needed to put together a marketing plan. And the folks in the marketing department were extremely helpful as well.
To hear that customer support has helped you is wonderful and essential. Not every manufacturer does that.
No, well, I'll tell you, when we started getting into this, well, prior to purchasing the machines, I had researched this industry for about a year, maybe a little over a year. I looked at every machine that was on the market and all the different companies that were producing the machines. I also interviewed people, potential customers. It was very interesting that, when you're going through that process, you're meeting individuals at different companies, and you get a feeling of there's got to be a connection with the company you're dealing with. And I just happen to have a connection with the folks at Everest. I thought they were very easy to work with. They were young, very young at the time, very knowledgeable, and and very cooperative. So it worked out.
How has your location helped you?
We're seasonal. I have a machine at Cape May, Delaware, Virginia, and Maryland. And being that we are seasonal, we need to be on top of our game from the early part of April till the end of October. It would be much easier if you're in an area where your machines are operating 12 months out of the year. But with us, we knew that the locations that we have, we've identified, the potential for sales is significant. Some locations we're the only game in town, and which helps as far as the sales of ice. You want to have a captive audience, and our locations are providing that for us.
What was the process in Everest helping you find a location?
They helped us identify potential locations, not specific to Delaware or the states that we're in, but the type of market, the type of customer base, campgrounds, marinas, things like that. Yeah.
What do you do to advertise your machine?
We had a marketing plan. We sent out brochures, flyers, had a lot of marketing giveaways in the beginning. Little trinkets, things like hats, koozies, things like that. But I think what was very helpful in the beginning too is we have our website we set up, and we did a lot of online advertising on the machines. And the locations that we had selected, many of those locations actually advertised us, made us part of their advertisement for the location.
What do you make of the term, you have to spend money to make money?
Well, what do I think? It's spot on. I mean, you really do. You need to do that. When you look at if you're referring to, say, the cost of the machines, there might be other machines out there that could be more affordable to people. But the way these machines are built, the output capacity of the machines is very, very useful and helpful, especially the locations that we have. The locations where the machines are high, you really depend upon the quality of the machine, and you depend upon the reliability of the machine.
What is something you know now that you wish you knew when you started?
Everything. We completely rewrote our business model. We developed a different customer base than originally intended. We had some problems along the way, operational problems. We were able to work through those, and a lot of those problems could very easily have been avoided if I had known more about the machines and about the operations of the machines. But this is our third season, and our third season, the machines have been operating quite well.
What are some other pitfalls or advice that new customers should be aware of?
Well, new customers, if they're looking to get into this as a business, it's all about location. You need to develop, identify that location. You know, we originally started out identifying locations where there was already high volumes of sales in ice. And we went into it with the intent that the property owner was going to make us the sole provider of ice on the properties. In some cases that did work out, in other cases it didn't. A couple of very, very important things. And number one is you need to be comfortable, identify your customer base. You need to research that. You need to interview people, talk to people. You want to do your best to be a captive audience. There's different customers that are out there. There are customers that are just concerned about, you know, keeping their beverages cold or their fish cold if they're anglers. There's other customers out there that are really concerned about the quality of the product. So two completely different customer bases. So it's important that you're comfortable with whichever you select.
How has being an Everest owner helped you reach your financial goals?
Being an Everest owner of the machines are, I believe the machines are priced right. It gives you the opportunity to earn whatever income you can earn based on the capacity of the machine. We've been in business now for 3 years, and we're still looking to get to that peak point where all the machines are operating, all the machines are, I shouldn't say maxing out, but they're doing well. Still moving some machines around, only because we have machines in some locations that are doing very well, and other machines that are doing okay, but the potential is there for them to do much better. And you know, the locations where the machines are doing well, the customer, the people that have those machines on the properties are actually looking for additional machines. So we're constantly shifting them around. I expect this coming year, this year that we're in now, and I expect this coming year to be very profitable for us. We put the machines in place here, and I'm going to call the area Delaware area. We were the only game in town. I mean, there were no other ice machines. But I have a funny feeling that in another 5 years from now, these machines are going to be everywhere. People just need to be comfortable with it, and they need to understand more about the product that's coming out of that machine, the quality of the product. That's what's driving a lot of people. When we changed our customer base, we went to a customer base that cared more about the quality of the product, and that was helpful, but it just takes time to get to that point.
How do you handle the ebb and flow of the year, and how do you prepare for times when business is low?
Well, I mean, our season, like I said, goes from the early part of April until the end of October. We're prone to the weather, you know. So, you know, this particular year, we had a cold spring and we had a very rainy fall, and that took away sales. So, but it was unexpected. So there's another learning curve that you're going through. The past 2 years, the weather was terrific, but we had some issues on our own part, operational issues, things like that held us back. This year, like I said, the machines are operating the way you want them to operate. But the weather is a deterrent right now.
How do you scale and not burn yourself out or overextending yourself?
Well, we started out with 5. That was our business plan, was to go with 5 machines. We had purchased our 4th or 5th machine, and just based on feedback we were getting from property owners, we decided to go back in and at that time buy another 5. And then shortly after that, we had the same feeling that this is going to be a great opportunity for us. Let's get into another 5 and see where it takes us. So that's kind of where we're at.
Would you buy another Everest machine?
Yeah, I would. You know, after researching, like I said, all the different companies and looking at all the different machines that were on the market at the time, one of the key features about the machine is it's mobile. With very little effort, you can move that machine and put it anywhere you want to and have it operating the same day. So that's a big, big plus. You know, the other machines, it's much more difficult to do. You know, it's you need, some cases you may need like specialty plumbing and specialty wiring, but that machine can be picked up, it can be moved and relocated within a day, and we did it. We relocated several machines. It was very interesting that, you know, when you're going through that process, you know, you're meeting individuals at different companies, and you get a feeling of you know, there's got to be a connection with the company you're dealing with, and I just happen to have a connection with the folks at Everest.